We're down at 40 foot. So
okay, so you got, that's my fluorocarbon.
That braid, as soon as you see that braid, you should be getting close. Oh, there you go. Look at your sonar, you're right on him.
Oh, he hit it, he hit it, he hit it. Yep, just a little tick.
Ooh.
He hit it. Come on, baby. Look at him. Get you some of that juicy booty, come on.
He's still looking at it.
He wants it. Demiki, Demiki, Demiki. Let's say it 3 times. He'll remember it.
It might be a big crappie. See the return?
Yeah, so drop it down a little bit?
Drop it down a little bit. We'll give him one more go at it.
It's probably like, there he tapped it.
On. Did he again?
And just barely. Just barely tapped it.
He took off, seen him go down.
Yeah, he came up for it.
He might come back. He might drive him nuts. Look, he's got a friend coming to see what he's got going.
What's that? Demiki, Demiki, Demiki.
Come on up. He's flying up at it.
Get you some of this. Come on.
Ready.
Come on, baby. Come on. It's all yours.
Knock slack in it.
There you go. There he is, baby.
There you go, buddy. Now don't horse him.
Okay.
Keep a good bend in it. And it'll come to life when you know it.
Nice.
Bass.
That was cool. Let's come over here.
There you go.
Demiki, baby. You got your drag set good? It's about right, isn't it?
Yeah. Pretty dang close.
That was cool. Saw him on there he is. He's up quick. He went down that deep. He's only like 30 foot. It's a little bass. Little Kentucky.
Yeah, little small.
Yeah, it's fun though. Hey, it's all good, man. That was fun. Aggressive little suckers.
There you go.
There we go, folks. Look at that little thing. What is that called? Big old eyeball looking at him. He couldn't stand it. Fat fish. That was fun, man. Thanks, Dale.
Yeah, no problem.
That was a blast, bro. That was cool. Yeah, so he hit this twice, and then I kept dropping it down. And he couldn't help himself. The whole key is to say Demiki 3 times, and he remembers.
Yeah.
So.
Tell him it tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Good morning, folks. Back at Shoals Lake, day 2 at Del Colvin. Got the boat in the water, my truck's on the boat ramp. I was a little late getting here. Got to talk to some nice fine gentlemen there at the Driftwood Lodge. We were just chatting and stuff. They're from this area, so we're gonna go out here again, see what happens. Yesterday was a little bit slow, but we did manage to catch a few fish. If you didn't check out that video, have a look. And also check out Del Colvin Shoals Lake fishing report on YouTube. It's got a ton of good stuff on there. If you're fishing in this area, it will definitely help you catch more fish. But this is the last day. I had 2 days down here. I'm gonna fish for about half a day and then make that trip back. And I think we're gonna do the same thing as yesterday. Might try to focus on some deeper fish. We're gonna run across the lake. It was really windy yesterday, so it kind of limited where we could fish and where we could run. It's supposed to not blow. It's not supposed to blow as bad today. So we're gonna move around a little bit more, cover some water. But right out there is where it's all gonna go down. That walleye yesterday, that was crazy. Walleye in like 90 foot of water. Nuts. Let's go. Look at that.
Oh, dude.
We're trying. This is actually we're trying to draw fish towards the boat ramp so we can stand right here and catch them. This will be called a runoff pattern. Yeah, it's pretty rare.
It had been 2 years since I've done this.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Anyone tells you they've never done it, they're lying.
Exactly. I've done it. See, so Dale just shaved last night, and it kind of, he had this really stellar mojo going, and he got
it on the dock when I should have been getting my trailer ready.
Right, you got out of your routine, man. You got your flow, you got your, you take your straps off, the winch strap, all that, and you got a little bit sidetracked. So we're up and running though. We're up and running. Minor wetness, minor dampness, but it's all good. It'll dry out because it's supposed to be in the 60s today. Just glad it's not 30 degrees. That would be a different story.
Oh, bullshit.
I hope you're right. Oh yeah. Nice. That's a good one. Oh yeah. Yeah. Catching them on whopper plopper, guys. Nice.
Little guy. Choked that jig. Better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Heard that. Good job.
You had 2 or 3 friends there. You better get it out there.
You ever tried that Berkeley Nano Fill? It's like a braid. It's good. I do. I like it.
I thought about getting that too.
Try it. Yeah, I like it. It casts really well. This is old. I've had this for like 3 years.
That's nice when you can do that.
Yeah. It's twisted. I need to change it. I got another spool at the house. Just haven't done it. Yeah. Fish doctor. Oh, it came off. God, that was a good fish.
Pick your jig back up, Hammer.
We found him, folks. Maybe he's got some spots on him. Good quality fish.
He's all tatted up.
Yeah, straight out of prison.
That fish is cold. I think they're just starting to move up pretty good.
Good fish.
Yeah, little chunker.
Good job. Cumberland Pro jigs really working good today, guys.
Nailing it.
Oh, are you serious? Come on now. Stacked up here though.
Little guy. Line burner.
That's what happens when you give a guide the front of the boat.
Hop up there. Hop up there. Get your butt
No,
up.
go ahead, man. I'm messing with you. No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. There's a scuba diver down there.
I'm not fishing.
You're not fishing. You hurt my feelings.
Yep.
I'm very sensitive.
You hop up here. Get up there.
I got crap away. Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna get this one you missed out here on the point. But I'd keep throwing that jerk bait if I was you.
They're biting on jerk bait, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I'd get a jerk bait going.
Next thing you're going to do is tell me to change color
That's a Kentucky. That's a little Kentucky.
Scout little sucker. We started the morning off targeting the deeper bass relating to shad. And to be quite honest, there weren't a lot of shad in the area that we were fishing. I did manage to catch that one on a Demiki rig, which was really cool. I've only caught a handful of fish on a Demiki rig. It's something that I wanted to do while I was on bull shows. And it's really cool to watch, to find the fish, find the shad, find the fish, drop that Demiki rig down there and see the bass come up to it. And you just kind of see them blend. That fish hit 2 times before I finally hooked up, and it's fun. I love that kind of stuff, video game fishing. It's just, you're fishing over really deep water, to see it all go down is awesome. So mission accomplished on that, but it really wasn't going on. You know, we played around with that for a while and we decided, okay, we're gonna start running some wind, you know, throwing a crankbait, something like this rock crawler. This is a staple on the Ozark Lakes, but for us, it really wasn't going on either. The day before, we had got quite a few bites fishing these secondary points and channel swings. So we started patterning that. You know, I got a few fish, got a few bites on, this is a crocodile beaver bug. This is a great little shaky head bait. If you're not familiar with it, pick you up a few packs. They're really good. Just 1/4 ounce shaky head, throwing it on an 8 to 10 pound test, working it slow. I got a few bites on that. I also put the Zoom Fish Doctor on there. Got a few bites on that. But Dell was whacking them on a jig. It became obvious that the crawfish are starting to move around. It's that time of the year, you know, the water's warming up. Our water temps were like 46 to 48, and the crawfish kind of start getting active. So he was catching them on that jig pretty consistently. So I switched to the jig. I was throwing this as a 3/8 ounce Procaster jig by Cumberland Pro Lures. Just something in the green pumpkin. This is like a Cumberland crawl, I think. But green pumpkin with some green pumpkin blue in there. I started out with a speed crawl, and then I went with this twin-tailed grub. You can actually see I had a fish bite the little tentacle thing off of that, the little whatever you call it. But this was working good. Definitely want to be throwing a jig this time of the year. Dell was throwing a jewel jig, same kind of colors, green pumpkin with some blue in there, some chartreuse. Just something real natural looking, seems to get bites. 15-pound fluorocarbon, you know, like just a 7-foot to 7'2" medium heavy rod. But secondary points were key.
and they're not on every secondary point. You know, they're not everywhere. You would pull up and get a bite, and you would probably get another bite or two off of that point. But then you'd hit several points, and you wouldn't get a bite. So you had to bounce around, fish a lot of different secondary points, and you'd eventually run into some fish. So they're somewhat scattered, but they are in that early pre-spawn mode. You know, it's not spring yet, but they are kind of starting to make their way. There's groups of fish that are still probably on the shad, but I think that some of the fish were moving into the early pre-spawn areas. But lead-in banks, channel swings, deep water nearby was key. So secondary points with some deep water nearby were where we were catching most of our fish on this day.
I got to do that with set of 3.
I got a bite finally, dude. A bite. It was one of those. Yeah. Now that one hit it.
Some of that.
That one hammered it. That's the same fish. Get in here.
There you go.
Nice. That was a good bite. That was a legit jig bite, guys. Just the old thumpage. Little Cumberland Pro 3/8 ounce Procaster. Little speed crawl in there. Dell's been throwing the Yamamoto twin tail, and I decided I'm going to stay with this for a little bit longer. It's good fish, man. It was fun. I think this fish hit twice because I had a little slight pull, and then I bring it through there again, and he thumped it.
Good hook set, by the way. Did you kick your foot out a little bit?
I did. I did this.
Did you ever go to a boat ramp in Alabama on the weekend?
No.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've seen some good stuff here. Guys forgetting to put the plug in.
No, I've never seen that happen. I've heard about it. I've never seen it happen though.
It never happened to you.
Never happened to me. I've never been around anybody that did that. I mean, I don't know if I would trust getting in a boat with somebody that, you know, let their boat fill up with water. Just jerkbait fish.
Get them, man. Get them.
Where's it at? Right here. There it is. Where'd they go? Right there. There he is.
Ooh, got him, buddy.
Live scope fish, baby. I saw him coming up. I saw him coming up for it too. As soon as I threw over there, I saw him working towards that jerkbait. There you go. That was cool. There you go.
So much fun.
It is. It's pretty
That's
cool.
so much.
There's one. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. He's looking at it. It's coming up. It's coming up. He's gonna hit it. Come on.
Oh.
Come on. Oh. Got him. Saw it. I saw it. That fish, I pulled that fish off the bottom. I saw him down there on the bottom in about 14, and he just worked his way up. That was sweet. Yeah, I say this jerkbait works in this water for sure. If you're pulling them, I mean, that fish came from probably 8 or 9 feet to grab that.
That live scope is cool, folks. I mean, I just got live scope not too long ago, so I'm still learning. And one thing I have learned about live scope is you do not catch most of the fish you see, and you got to know when to leave. You can sit there and play and play and play with them, but they're not going to bite. I think it's something that as you do it more and more, you get a feel for which fish are in the right position to bite, and you got to know how to work it into your routine for the day. You can waste a lot of time. I don't want to say waste, but you can spend a lot of time messing around with fish that aren't going to bite. So I was really stoked to catch a couple fish on that jerk bait. You know, I saw those fish out there, cast to them, reeled down, kind of working it, twitching them, just kind of working them over, and they started responding. Now, several fish I threw to, they swam away or they just didn't pay any interest. But if you haven't messed around with live scope, it's fun. It really shows you a lot about fish behavior. It shows a lot of the fish will be on the bottom and they'll move up for a little bit and they go back down, and they're just moving around a lot. So the trickiest thing is setting up properly on those fish, making a long cast, getting that jerkbait down to the fish at the right time before they move on, because it happens fast. And I think it's an essential tool nowadays. A lot of people say, well, it's cheating or it's changed the, you know, the game, and it has, but it doesn't guarantee that you're going to catch fish. You've got to be in the right area. You got to know how to locate fish. You got to know how to set up on them, cast to them, and that doesn't guarantee that they're going to grab it. I mean, there's no guarantees in fishing, and certainly you find that out with live scope. I would say like 10% of the fish actually commit to the bait, maybe less than that. So the more you do it, the more you learn which fish are going to bite and which fish are not, and you learn to move on.
Gee whitty. There you go. A better fish.
Got lipstick on that guy does. Line burner there.
It's getting ready for the big party. It's coming from the big party is what's going on.
Yeah, they're staging.
Just left the big party.
Like the bunch of males up here.
Here.
Yeah.
Go shallow.
I'd
Big
go
spinnerbait, chatterbait.
Yeah, I missed that big spinnerbait bite. We get it a little bit when the water dirties up here in spring.
Right. That's a good one. You caught it, man. You caught it. Sucker's strong, boy. Woo!
A whopper flopper fish.
Right around those bushes.
Nice.
And he ate it like he was supposed to. Look at that. Right in the roof of the mouth.
There we go. That's all I use.
Okay, that's perfect for you. They're good. They're a lot better than the others.
Ooh, good night.
You get it? That's not big.
It's a good one, Bubba.
Not big.
It's acting like a smallmouth. I hope it's a black
Fish.
It's acting like a smallmouth. Yeah, it's a smallmouth.
Smallmouth, yeah. I bet it is. Yep.
It's the one like the one from earlier. Little chunky.
Oh, and the different bait too.
One of them a little bug action.
Yeah, nice. Good job, man.
That's fun.
I think it was the same fish, I'm pretty sure.
Did it look like that?
Yep, exactly what it looked like.
I thought that was a fish. I mean, right when that thing hit the bottom, I felt a little bit of a tick.
Kentucky?
Yep.
Yeah, little Kentucky.
Kentucky. Kentucky and Arkansas. What?
Spotted bass.
Spotted bass. That's right. There we go.
Whopper flopper?
Yep. Slow rolling whopper plopper. Put 37 suspend strips on it and it pulls it down. The fish followed it down.
Threw it in his mouth, huh?
Yep. It was a jerkbait fish. He went down on it.
I used to know a few like that back in high school.
Jerkbait fish?
Yep. An old chick he had. Little old smallmouth.
Right.
Dale spends a lot of time on bull shows. I believe he told me he guided over 200 days last year. So he's got a lot of time on the water. And when you're on the water a lot, on the same body of water a lot, you just kind of in tune with it. There's some like natural, like sixth sense, tuition stuff that just happens. And he started catching some fish behind me. He gave me the front of the boat a lot, which is really cool. But he had no problem jumping in the back of the boat, and he started catching some fish. And I look back there, and it's like this sneaky bait. You know, it wasn't a jig. I'm like, what's going on? And he had rigged up a Texas rig with some sort of a creature bait on there, but just kind of a sneaky little thing. He knew when to pick it up, and the jig bite was kind of starting to slow down a little bit. And next thing you know, he picks up that bait and starts getting some bites. And that's always interested me. It's always fascinated me how, you know, you can be dragging a jig and not getting a bite, but then you pick up a Texas rig, creature bait or something. All of a sudden you start getting bites, or a shaky head. You know, they're all bottom bouncing, bottom dragging baits, but for whatever reason, the fish change throughout the day, and you got to try different things. The same type of presentation, but just a different profile, different sound, maybe a little bit different color, different shape, different look, and it can make a big difference.
I'm not setting the hook unless it's a 5-pounder.
Good idea. What about a 6? You set the hook on a 6?
5+.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I got it. That's a good bite. He bit just like he was supposed to. Yeah. All right, I gotta tell you guys something. Here's the deal. Dale played a dirty trick on me. He gave me one of these Yamamoto twin tail grubs, but he did not tell me that the legs are connected to the body. So I've been fishing for like 30 minutes, and he's been laughing inside. But as soon as I detach these, yeah, as soon as I detach these, I started getting some bites. So nice fish. There he is. I did. Yeah, I can't tell. Yeah, look Kentucky. Nope, little rough patch.
There you go. There you go. Nailed it.
All right.
Nailed it.
Little tubage. Tubage. Nice fish.
Good job, Hammer.
Yeah, all right. Dang. Does it always grow that high?
Found him.
Found him. Smallmouth? Smallmouth.
Well, he got some small.
Ah, yeah. Got the trifecta. All right, folks. It's going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming along on the Bull Shoals adventure. Had a blast here with Dale Colvin. Thanks for taking me out, Dale. And my goal was to catch the trifecta, and that smallmouth sealed the deal. That was fun. A little stupid tube. Please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you appreciate the content. And check out Dale Colvin. Bull Shoals Fishing Report. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Until next time. It's right there, man. You see a big smallmouth coming in.
You're real friends.
We just met. We just met. Not on the first date, sorry. No.